I know what you're thinking. You saw that title and said to yourself,
You're only doing another Drake video because the last one did so well and you're making money off of it.
no duh, bitch. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Hello again. And I just wanted to talk to you about something real quick. I heard that apparently all the reactors is like not gonna react to Drake no more. That's just what I heard though. That's just what I heard. I actually heard on TikTok that a content creator named Jalapi Bungus, I hope I'm saying his name correctly. Is that your real name? I'm not trying to be rude. Is that your real name? It's difficult to say. Maybe it's just because I have a lisp, but that was a very difficult thing to say, and I am shocked that I got it on the first try. Anyway, I heard that apparently he made a video that we're about to watch saying that people should not react to Drake's new album coming out, Iceman. I don't know when this album's supposed to come out. I never intended on reacting to it, but I want to see what he has to say because I do watch a lot of reactors who react to Drake and Kendrick and all the other rappers because I can't be bothered to listen to a lot of people's albums. So I do want to find out what's going on from the source. First of all, is this picture doctored? Because why he look like that? I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't like it. Why would you use this picture, sir? I hope I don't have to look at this the whole time.
I'm calling for a media blackout when this Iceman album drop. Once again, I'm calling for a media blackout when this Iceman album drop. And what I mean by that is I don't think any of us should make YouTube videos, react to the album in any way, shape, or form on this platform. That's just how I feel. You see what I'm saying? And before I get into breaking down why and all the different stuff, I just want to say I'm not mad if you choose to decide to react to the album. I don't think the YouTube subscribers and the people that support us should be pointing fingers and saying he's compromised if they react to the album or nothing like that. I don't think so, especially because some accounts are purely reaction channels. So of course, take that opportunity, do what you got to do.
Word. Okay. So I feel like I already know what he's going to say. We're still gonna watch this, but I feel like I already know what he's gonna say. He's probably going to say that we shouldn't react to it because we shouldn't be giving Drake the attention, because he probably wants to take the attention off of his failure of a beef that he's still fighting in court, and so he's probably hoping that this album drowns out all the other noise. It's probably not. Okay, Drake, I'm sorry. You lost the battle of a lifetime. People are never going to stop talking about this. Just saying.
Okay? But what I'm saying is, I think we've reached a point in time where this has very serious implications. This situation in hip hop right now has very serious implications, bro, and like ramifications. We've reached a point in this territory of this lawsuit where it is very clear that this dude is trying to decimate the art form in whatever way, shape, or form he can, even if he makes it become to where people look at artists who are in this art form as liabilities.
Yeah, because a lot of people have been saying that the implications of this lawsuit are going to be that anytime somebody engages in a rap beef, like from now on, should he win this lawsuit, that it's going to get drawn out into court. And it's going to be a whole like, you can't call me that. You can't call me that on a rap song. You're not allowed to call me that name. That's probably what like people are going to try to do, or people think people are going to try to do in the future, which I don't think any like legitimate rapper will actually do that because like be so for real. But I do think that it's a slippery slope. Okay. It's a slippery slope. And him tattling to the courts, it's just like, it's not a good look for the genre at all.
Whatever he got to do to crush the very same thing that he feels rejected by, I think he's going to do that. He is a man on a vindictive mission right now. And with every dose of attention we give his music, now the key word is music, I think it's important for us to document everything that Drake is doing right now. Because 10 years from now, they're going to try to rewrite the history. There needs to be a perspective on the other side of what Drake was doing in real time.
As a certified Drake hater, just want to let you know, this is not about to be like the whole point of my channel because I have a lot more to say other than hating on Drake. That being said, I really do enjoy hating on Drake. And up to this point, I have only done so privately with my friends. So I will be continuing this. I will continue to hate on him on my channel because it's really fun. I get so filled with glee at the idea of being mean to this man, truly. But yeah, I'm not reacting to his music.
So that people who are growing up that go back and look at, because this is like the 2016 finals. We're going to talk about this forever. So the people who are coming up and go back and listen to old YouTube content to get takes on what was going on at the time, we got to document the bullshit that this dude is doing. That's how I feel, right? However, we do not have to react to the music. We do not have to react to the music. He's hoping that what we do and talk about with these antics will translate to us also reacting to the music. We do not have to react to the music. The music is how he's going to get back into good graces and rebuild his brand. The antics are not doing that. They're just steps to try to help build his brand.
I don't think it's going to work. Personally, like, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't think this is going to work. Truly. Like, if this is his plan with this album, I think it's going to, I'm not saying the album's going to flop. It probably will, hit top 5 because it's a Drake album at the end of the day. But nothing else that he has released since the beef has really hit like that. Like, and like I said, I don't listen to Drake's music anymore. What I've heard of Drake's music now consists of me watching reactors like, how do you say, I just said your name, sir, and I already can't remember. But when I watch reactors listen to his music, unless they're just like dick riders, they're not really that excited about his music anymore, And even when it does hit like the top 5 on Billboard, it drops down pretty quickly afterwards. It doesn't stay up there the way it used to. Like, it ain't up and it's stuck anymore.
So I'm not saying people don't react to the antics, right? Or break down the antics for future listeners and future audiences and people who might not understand fully. But the music, the Iceman album, is what he's going to try to use to put himself back in position. I'm trying to tell you. I'm pretty sure it's the last album on his contract too. He's trying to put himself back in position. With our reaction to this album and validating this album by giving it the attention that he wants, I think he doesn't mind it being hate on the album, boom, boom, as long as we are pushing the album.
Yeah, because it's like all press is good press. Like, he doesn't really care that people are talking bad about him as long as they're talking about him. What was he the one who said, "Call me crazy, at least you calling"? Was that Drake or was that somebody else? But like, either way, the point still stands. And it's like that with anything. Even with the video that I previously made about how I became a Drake hater, there are plenty of comments on that video of people telling me to shut my bitch ass up. But guess what? I'm not gonna shut my bitch ass up. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking about him, and I'm gonna keep being mean to him, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you can keep commenting that. You can keep saying mean things about me. I'm not that sensitive. It doesn't bother me that much. And also, all you're doing is giving me more engagement, which means I'm going to make more money. So you can keep doing that if you want. If you want to make me more money by calling me a dickhead, then call me a dickhead. I don't give a fuck. But I feel like it's the same thing with Drake. Like, he doesn't care if you don't like the album. You still listen to it. You still bought it. You still streamed it. He's still getting paid. He's still getting talked about. And the whole point is to ice him out. Don't talk about the shit at all.
I think we are at a point in history, in hip hop, where we gotta ice this nigga out. We gotta ice him out. Every time he drop music, we gotta ice him out. Now, let me get to the why. I posted this tweet saying I won't be reacting to the Iceman album either, right? And you see it's got a whole lot of engagement, 265 comments that are very related to a bunch of Drake fans. I'm telling you, like, I've never seen Drake fans attack a tweet of mine like this. And I've tweeted a whole bunch of different type of stuff. They sit.
Yeah, because I've seen Jalopy Bungus, and I can only say it now because I'm seeing it on the screen. But I've seen him before I subscribed to his YouTube channel. I had seen him all over TikTok talking about Drake since the beef, like, And so it's not shocking that people have had so much to say about him saying he's not reacting to Iceman, because he's had so much to say about Drake and the whole Kendrick thing, period, Drake, period. So him saying he's not reacting to Iceman, I think it's really great. I think it's a good look, and I'm happy that he made this video for sure.
Get this to Twitter group chats, Discord chats, all types of stuff to discredit this tweet and try to put energy around this tweet. People saying, we don't care if you don't react. You think you got all this stuff. But the fact that so many of them are reacting to this tweet in the way that they are, it shows that they
do care. They do care. And I'm going to tell you how I know that they care. Because if they didn't care, they wouldn't be saying anything about it. If they didn't care, then they wouldn't be saying that they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing.
fear that the content creators on this side will ignore the album. They need us to react to this album. The position that Drake is in, he not only needs them, he needs us as well. He needs both sides. Now, I want to show y'all something else, okay? I want y'all to check this out. They say that me tweeting that didn't matter so much, right? But the tweet made it all the way to TikTok. The tweet is doing numbers on TikTok by multiple Drake content creators. And I've tweeted all different types of stuff. The traction that this tweet is getting is crazy. And I don't think that's on accident. I think the traction this tweet is getting is because they fear that our content, people who are creating content on this side, will ignore this album.
And he's right, because I saw this video in my suggested videos, but I also saw a bunch of content creators reacting to this video who were also saying that they are not going to listen to this album. They're not going to react to this album. They're not going to give it any play. And their videos are getting a lot of views, and they're getting a lot of comments of other people saying the exact same thing. And so I do think that people are starting to panic. I mean, consider this. Were we seeing people who are Drake fans tweeting or making TikToks saying that they weren't going to listen to Kendrick Lamar's GNX when it came out? Not really. A lot of them did listen to it. A lot of them listened to it because, one, they're secret Kendrick Lamar fans, and two, they wanted to be able to tell everyone that they thought it sucked. And they want to know what people who aren't necessarily fans of Drake have to say about this album. Like, they need something to engage with. They need something to talk about. They don't want to just talk about this amongst their own fans. They don't want to be in that echo chamber with a bunch of Drake fans. They want to listen to what people who don't like Drake have to say about this shit. And it's pissing them off that so many people are saying, you know what? I'm not actually going to listen. I'm not going to react to it at all.
They're trying to get on me early to discourage people from having the same sentiment. A lot of people saying, oh, he's going to secretly listen to it. Oh, let's bookmark it. They're hoping that we help push the album. Even with us reacting to the music in the past. And by the way, I did not react to Sorry Songs for You. I also didn't react to What Did I Miss? So I'm just saying in general. But even with the reactions that our community was giving them, it still couldn't stand its weight. The song still couldn't hold up like they usually do. And I'm telling you, if we pull that rug, it will look even crazier. Drake's entire career has been based on numbers, based on being the top guy, based on dominating charts, quote unquote, right? Because of that, if we pull the rug from him and don't allow him to reestablish himself with this album, I think we can make a huge difference in the imagery, in the idea of what Drake is.
I think so too. Truly, I think I'm gonna let him finish, but I agree. I agree with everything he said in this video so far.
I think that is, this Iceman album is the final opportunity for Drake to put himself back into good graces with the music thing. It's his final opportunity. It's the reason why he's going to rock with the streamers and all this different stuff. And then when we start having the conversation about, and I'm gonna make a video on this soon, you feel me? We're gonna talk about this. We gotta stop acting like this is just about a battle, and there ain't a whole bunch of federal going on that side, and people involved with people pretending to be, you know what I mean? Look, we're gonna break that down. I'm not gonna do that in this video. We're going to break that down. And it's gonna be a masterclass, okay? Because what we are witnessing right now is very, very similar to what we've seen when it comes to any type of movements that involve the liberation of the black mind, or the liberation of black expression, or moving towards that, or community building, organization. We talking about a dude who was at the pop out having all types of gangs from different hoods in the same room. That is terrifying.
And if you consider everything that's going on right now in the world, but especially like right now in America too, like a lot of people are not finna be with this shit no more. Like they're really not. Like I feel like a lot of people have said this and I agree. Like Drake's fans are like MAGA, you know? Like people compare them to MAGA because no matter what Drake does, they're still going to be on his dick. It doesn't matter. Drake could slap the shit out of their mothers. They would still be on it. Drake could slap the shit out of them. They would not care. They literally Drake could kill their puppies. They would not care. They would still support this man. It's essentially a cult, and it's weird because it's like just because you like someone's music doesn't mean you have to stand by every little thing that they do. That makes you look really weak. That makes you look like you're afraid to speak out against somebody that you like for fear of them maybe retaliating against you or not liking you or not wanting your support anymore. But that's also very pussy of you. You're a punk. Meanwhile, like Kendrick said, it's bigger than the music. It's always been bigger than the music for people like Kendrick. For people like Drake, it never has been.
For the side that we gonna talk about soon, that's deeper than Drake and all of them. It's the curtains behind them, right? There's a whole nother side to this that people aren't talking about yet or often. And we got to talk about it. Because once we do, we'll recognize, bro, giving this dude attention on his music is detrimental on multiple aspects, on multiple avenues. You see what I'm saying? And we can't allow somebody who has a history of abusing his power to get back in position while he has all this hatred for our genre, because he will use that same power to decimate it even further.
Cause wait, hold on, because I saw that Drake has said that apparently he thinks that British rappers are better than American rappers. This is what I'm talking about. Like, again, I know it's so hard for him to be for real because he has a white mother, and so like he inherently doesn't understand what it's like to be for real. He's never had to be. You can't honestly think that we believed you when you said that, right? Are you serious? British rappers in their drill, which they didn't even create, by the way. Drill came from Chicago. Y'all colonized everything.
I'm telling you, there is no telling what this dude is willing to do. There's no telling. He's losing everything. He's crashing out. The people are not listening to the music as much. He's losing money. His reputation is fried. He is going to do everything he can to take everybody down with him. That's not limited to Kendrick Lamar. That's limited to people like me and you. They put Screwface in the lawsuit.
Which is wild to me because I watch Screwface's videos, and to me, he has always been very unbiased when it comes to Drake. You know, like even when this lawsuit shit started, he still was just like, Drake is still one of my favorite rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't just like, fuck Drake, like immediately, you know what I mean? So to have him out of everybody, like, you would think he would have put Anthony Fantano in there or something like that. Maybe he is in there. I'm not sure. But putting Screwface in there was weird. That was an odd choice.
They're trying to put the energy out there. We don't even want content creators to speak on shit without having a finger on it. And when you got all this shit going on with Trump and it's looking like free speech, right? It's starting to be genuinely under attack, and it's been under attack. But I'm saying, when we start silencing journalists, and I'm not talking about strictly us, but we're silencing when the political government, when the American government is silencing journalists, when the American government is eliminating entire crews of journalists in other countries that rhyme with Rasta, right?
I was going to say it. I actually was gonna say it, and you're probably gonna think that I already watched this video because of the shirt that I'm wearing right now, but I promise you I'm not. I literally just threw this on to make this video really quick. But I was going to say before he said it, yeah, America has a hand in eliminating hundreds of journalists in Palestine. I'll say it, in Palestine. That's a fact. That is a fact. And maybe this situation is not that deep compared to what's happening over there, which, yes, of course, this situation is never going to be as serious as the genocide that's happening currently in Palestine, free Palestine, by the way. But I do think that the things that Drake does aligns with a certain ideology, and it's no wonder that his fans think the way that they do. We know who they voted for.
We had to understand this is a concerted effort on multiple fronts to change the dynamic of this country and push it towards what they want to push it towards. They've had a grip with Drake and being able to manipulate the music with his lineage. Those same people amongst that lineage are trying to manipulate the rest of the world and gain more. Let's talk about that at a different time, okay?
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but
we know what they did last time I started talking about that. But what I will, we're going to put a whole video together. But what I will say is this. I think it's our responsibility to cut off the lights when it comes to this. When it comes to the album, we shouldn't react to that album. I'm not saying don't react to the antics or the bullshit. We got to document the history so that the people know what was going on. We got to document this side of the history. But the music, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We do not have to do that. Okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here. If you ain't seen my Chains and Wits freestyle, I think you would love it. And the reason why I think you would love it is because multiple people love it. And it's gotten a lot of dope cosigns. So check that out. You see what I'm saying? If you on the side of hip hop, we got to start moving with it. We got to start moving like that. We got to start moving like that and be a little more strict about this shit. All right? I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all.
you guys are probably already subscribed to Jalabi Bungus, but if you're not, I would definitely recommend subscribing to him because, like I said earlier in the video, he's been talking about this issue that we as a society have with Drake for quite some time now, and I really do appreciate his insights and the way that he addresses what's going on with this whole situation. I'm tired of looking at this picture, man. I can't look at that picture anymore. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Like I said, I wasn't planning on reacting to Drake's album at all. I don't react to Drake on this channel because I don't listen to Drake. I'm not a Drake fan anymore. I haven't been for quite some time. If you've seen my Why I'm a Drake Hater video, you would know why. So that was an automatic pass for me. And also just because personally, I'm not interested in hearing the album. Like I don't really care about what he has to say. Even if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I still wouldn't be reacting to it. I still wouldn't be listening to it because what Drake has to say does not interest me in any way. I just don't care anymore. And it's really a shame. You know what makes me mad? Might be petty of me, might be like really not that serious. But I'm especially angry about this. I'm not angry. It's not that serious. But the thing that I will say irritates me a bit about this album is that he named it that. The fact that he named it Iceman pisses me off because the name Iceman is fantastic. I love that name. I think that's a wonderful name. Every time I hear Iceman, it makes me think of X-Men. Remember the scene in X-Men where Bobby took the beer from Wolverine and he blew on it and it like immediately chilled the bottle? When I saw that as a kid, I was just like, dang, that shit is fucking cool as hell. Man, I want that fucking power. Like, it's a nonsense power. Don't get me wrong. He has lots of other things that he can do, but just the ability to be able to cool a drink instantly would be so convenient because you know how many times I wanted to drink something and it wasn't cold enough yet? And I don't want to put ice in it because I don't want to water it down. But besides that, Iceman is just a cold ass album name. No pun intended. Maybe I guess pun intended. It wasn't really intended, but it is true. Like Iceman, Iceman, Iceman. I don't fucking know how to say it in a way that sounds cool. Iceman, 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 Iceman. It's kind of not that cool now currently considering what Ice is doing in this country. So maybe this should have been an album he released 10 years ago. I really don't know. But the title is so much fun. It's fun. Iceman. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm ice cold. I'm ice cold, man. Like nothing can touch me, man. The reason I'm mad he named the album that is because we know it's not true. You're not untouchable, Drake. You're not that guy. You're not that cool. You're not ice cold, man. All right? You're not. You're not those things. Album title gives try hard, really, because you're trying to convince us that you're something that you're not. In fact, you're actually trying to convince yourself that you're something that you're not. The only thing that would make this album title work is if the album was genuinely fantastic. Like, genuinely his best project ever. Like so good that even the haters wouldn't be able to say this is a trash album. Like, so good that even I would have to be like, damn, this shit good as hell. What the fuck? What the hell, man? I want to hate on this shit. I can't hate on this shit. Like, that's the only way. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter because, and a lot of you guys who never liked Drake will say, well, I never took him seriously. And that, I commend you for that because you were correct. But I can't take all of his antics seriously. All his I'm big and bad. I'm real big and bad. I'm real tough. I'm a tough guy. I don't take you seriously. I mean, I never really believed that you were a tough guy, but now I really don't believe it, Drake. Now I really don't believe you're a tough guy at all. And so this whole Iceman album is just like, to me, I don't think it's gonna work. You're just not believable. You're just not believable, Drake. You know what you should have named the album? I'm Sorry. That's what you should have done. You owe us an apology, Drake. You owe us an apology for the way you act. And you also owe Kendrick Lamar an apology. And you also owe his kids an apology. And you also owe Whitney an apology. You owe a lot of people an apology. All right? You could have done I'm Sorry 2025 and got Ruben Studdard on the track. That's what you should have done, okay? I don't give a fuck about this Iceman shit. And I'm not going to react to it like I already said. And I hope that a lot of the reactors who have been saying that they're not going to react to it as well, I hope that they stand by that. I really hope the pressure doesn't get to them. I hope that when this album comes out, they don't go, man, I really do need the views, man. I mean, it'll help me get a boost to my channel, man. I really hope you guys stand by your shit and do not react to that shit. If you say you're not going to react to it, don't do it. Be a person of your word, okay? Be a person with honor. Be everything Drake isn't, all right, girl? Guys, girls. It's mostly guys who be doing this. But you know what? It's girls out there too, and you guys better not do it either. So I think that Jalopy is gonna stand by it. I think that he will stand by not reacting to the album. I think that it's possible that he will react to other people reacting to the album, or maybe he'll just read people's reviews for the album on his channel, on his TikTok. I think that's okay. I mean, maybe he won't though. He might actually not say anything. He might just keep talking shit, which is fine with me, because I'm also going to keep talking shit. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to keep talking shit about Drake. I don't care how anyone feels about it, because I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying being mean to that guy. I also need the money for my surgery. Speaking of the surgery that I'm going to need, I have the link in the description for this video. If you want to help a girl out a little bit, if you want to help me out so I can get my medical care, I would really appreciate it. And I really appreciate you watching this video and sticking around and being my friend. Yeah, that's right. If you're watching this video, you're my friend. We're friends now. Unless you're mean to me in the comments, then you are my nemesis. Immediately and right now. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. And I kind of just got off of work and did this video immediately. And I want to get in my bed. I'm looking at my bed right now. It's right over there. And it looks very inviting and welcoming and warm. So I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next video. There has to be a better way. Hey, you're still here. That's good, actually. I wanted to let you know that if you want, you can watch this video. Only if you want. Only if you want.